What's the difference? You're dead. Thank you for pointing out the obvious, Wesley. Yes, you are no longer with us. You are not going to feel anything at your funeral. You're not going to feel whether your family decides to embalm you or cremate you. Thank goodness, because that would suck. I just want to challenge your way of thinking just for a moment, okay? I want you to think about the fact that as much as funerals are to honor the dead, they're for the dead, I want you to think that funerals are more so for the living. Because even though the deceased isn't going to know whether they're comfortable or not up in that casket, the family will feel comfort from the gesture. Funerals are an important part of the grieving process. And I know that as a society, especially here in the United States, we tend to forget that, but it really is. And many times I have buried elderly people who have set aside a very special outfit that they wanted to be buried in. And do you know how good it makes your family feel to be able to honor that request? How it just warms their whole heart to know that they were able to do that one last thing that their mom wanted. So while it's true that the deceased may not feel how comfy their casket is or know whether they're buried on their back or on their side, it holds immense value for the family, for the living people that are attending the funeral. Because these small little touches, these little special requests that we can honor for the deceased on behalf of the family can make all of the difference when it comes to a family finding closure and going through the grieving process. I also want to say that I have had spiritual encounters at funerals, and I am a really big believer that after we die, we get the choice on if we want to follow our bodies after and to the funeral home. I have had unexplained things happen at the funeral. It'll be heavy. You can feel their presence. And then after the funeral is over, after the burial is done, the presence leaves. This heaviness lifts and it's gone. It's beautiful. It's amazing. It can be a little scary if you're not open to it, but man, it's beautiful. And I really hope that their spirits are appreciative of the little gestures too, because I think that they are.